a Jew settling the land. What's nothing wrong with that?
In this video, I ask Israelis that live in Judea and Samaria, or as it's known in the West, the West Bank, if they consider themselves as settlers.
The question you asked is, do I consider myself a settler? So the answer is no. In fact, I find the term to be pretty offensive because in English the word settler connotes colonialism, that I'm somewhere I don't belong, that I'm a foreigner that doesn't have any roots here or connection here or right to be here, like the French in Algeria or the Americans in Afghanistan. In Hebrew, the word mitnachel, which is the term frequently used for Jews living in the West Bank, actually has a connotation of indigeneity, that we're connected to the land. But the English translation, settler, I find very offensive, and I think we shouldn't really use it.
When I'm asked if my title is a settler, it raises an eyebrow because within the question I think people are trying to hint as if being a settler is something which is a negative. And the truth of the matter is I don't find anything bad in being a settler. I don't find anything bad in saying that yes, I do live in Judea and Samaria. And if you ask me if I'm a settler, then yes, I am a settler. I'm a proud being a settler. And I don't think there's anything wrong in saying that I am a settler.
I consider myself as many things before a settler. I consider myself Israeli. I consider myself a woman. I consider myself a mother of 2 boys. And I understand that some people will see me as a settler because where my town is located. But I see myself as an Israeli living in Israel.
All right, do I consider myself a settler? That's a tricky thing, okay? The truth is the word settler is a negative word because it tries to connote that somehow you come into the land and you like settle it and therefore you're somehow foreign to it, okay? So I don't like the word settler from that perspective because I'm not a settler. If anything, I'm a resettler, and my people have been here for 3,800 years. I'm an indigenous person, so I'm not some kind of white colonialist. I'm indeed an indigenous person in this land. However, there's another side, which is oftentimes I'll use the word settler myself because I kind of learned it from the gay movement, and that the word gay itself used to be like a negative word, but then they kind of co-opted it and were like, no, we're gay. Like when you say about those people, that's a bad name, that's actually what we are. We're proud of that. Same kind of idea. I'm like, yeah, I'm a settler. What is a settler? It's a Jew who's courageous, who is the cutting edge of Zionism, the return of the Jewish people to the land of Israel. I want to live in this land. I want to live here fearlessly. I want to push forward even beyond the mental limits of the state of Israel and say, hey, state of Israel, we got to be here as well. We got to be strong vis-a-vis the enemy. And so therefore a lot of times I'm like, hey, everybody, engage me. Yeah, I'm the settler. I'm that guy, so let's talk about it.
I do. I don't consider it to be a derogatory term. I think being a settler is a Jew settling the land. What's nothing wrong with that? The fact that the world considers it to be a negative term, I think the world considers Jew to be a negative term. And I don't shy away from that either. So it's not a problem for me to embrace a term that the world doesn't embrace. I like the term settler. I think it's fun. And I think it works with the Hebrew. And like I said, I'm not embarrassed. I'm proud to be involved in the strengthening of the Jewish presence in the land of Israel. And if settler is the term that describes that person, I'm fine with it.
I'm a woman, 40 years old, a mother of 5 children. I'm married to Erez. I have a son that's in the army. I have an oldest, she's 21, she's married. We're living here in the heartland of Israel, trying to work, trying to make a living, try to raise our children. That's it. I'm not a settler. I'm a regular woman who's living in the heartland of Israel.
If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube and like us on Facebook, as every Monday and Thursday we'll be releasing more videos in the Unmasking Israeli Settlers series on the Israel Advocacy Movement channel.